Dinos, Worldwide Entertainment TV.
We live in a cold world. 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 Everybody know we living in a cold world. We trying to make it out here.
So today on Shea Marie's Diva and Vixens podcast, we got Analisa Carter. Could you tell us where you're located at the moment?
Yes, I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
It is hot.
Yeah.
It is hot. A lot of, pollen and stuff, but hey,
Yeah.
it's south, so.
Okay. So could you tell us what genre of music that you do?
I am a country music artist.
Okay, that's different. What got you into that genre?
I grew up in it. My father is from Alabama, and that was something that he grew up with. And I'm a military brat, so I traveled all over the world. And that was one of the things that him and just our relationship, we just connected on country music together.
Okay. So you say you're a military brat. How would you describe that for people who don't know?
Well, military brat basically is somebody that was born in the military and was raised up in the military, and that's all they knew. And that's all I knew.
Okay. So growing up in that environment, do you feel that you got a different type of viewpoint on life that other artists won't have?
I think that diversity was something that played a lot in my life. So traveling and living in different continents and just traveling in different places and seeing different cultures, definitely just, with my life just kind of formed me into the person I am because of that.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on other artists getting nominated for country music awards? It's from Atlanta to Monica. She was at the awards show the other day, and she had a comment to make towards one of the reporters that made a derogatory remark.
Mhm. Well, I love Monica, and it's a shame that we're in a world that you just can't. Music to me is there's no color in music, and that's one of the reasons why it's one of my safe zones. And so I really think that if you could like Candy, from Escape, she writes for every type of genre. I don't think she really just focuses on R&B. So I think it's
Yeah.
just with that person. If that person decides, like every time I write a song, I write many songs, but sometimes it might not be a country song. It's a rock song, it's a pop song. So it's just kind of how you feel when those words come out of you.
Okay. So how would you describe your style of country music?
Oh wow, it's a little gritty.
Gritty.
I love rock country, and that's the type of style I like. I think that I like the 1990s country, which is kind of
Yeah.
infused into my music when I came out with my single. So that's kind of what you hear is that 1990s rock pop country. So that's what kind of country that I think when I sing or I, get ready to perform, hopefully a couple of weeks, that's what people will see.
Okay. So which do you prefer more, working in the studio on your craft or performing in front of a live audience, and why?
At this point, I haven't made a decision. I think I kind of want to do both
Yeah.
until I get too old to perform, but I don't know if that ever will happen. Look at Miss Tina Turner. So
Yeah.
at this point, I just don't know. I think I like both of them. I know I like both of them. So
Okay. So when people are listening to your music, what do you want them to take away from your songs?
I definitely want them to think of, kindness and positivity. Be you. Don't let anybody define you. And, if somebody says it's wrong, then you're doing something right. So I want people to
Yeah.
realize, chase your dreams. You're never too old to chase your dreams and do you.
Okay. So could you tell us about some of your projects in the past?
Well, I am currently working. in the studio. I'm a new artist. I actually had a full-time job working
Yeah.
in corporate America and hating every minute of it. So that's what I did all up until 2 years ago, of course, because of the pandemic hit. So I just started writing. So I'm just brand new at everything right now, basically letting everybody hear what I've been closing away for years.
Okay. So what's your process like when you're inside the studio?
Well, I have two producers I work with. I'm at Hey Studios in Griffin, Georgia. I have two producers, and they're crazy just like I am, and I bring my projects to them and say, hey, this is a song I wrote the other day, and we kind of just get around and we just kind of kick around how to brush up the song and make the song better. And I don't play an instrument, but I could kind of tell them what I feel like I
Yeah.
think it is. And
Yeah.
they'll kind of pluck around and play around with it. And next thing you know, we're laying down, tracks and vocals and everything.
Okay. So do you plan on doing any music videos?
Yes, that is in the making. And probably another couple of months. Dropping a new single here coming up at the end of this month, beginning of next month. So hopefully after this second or third single, I'll end up dropping, we'll do a video.
Okay. We always ask this question. What do you consider to be the top 5 artists of all time and why?
Wow. So I'm a huge Tina Turner fan. I love Tina Turner. I think she's
Yeah.
great. Just because she's sexy, she was dominating rock, and I just love her. Second person, definitely would think Beyonce, because that's who I grew up with. I mean, just powerful, flawless. I mean, makes no apologies for who she is. Third, I think I would have to go with the Temptations. I mean, because to me, they just came out and they were just
Yeah.
powerful and just, I mean, they just Black men showing that they had this beautiful talent and just great owned it. Let's see. Next one would be, of course, I like Reba McEntire. I think that she's just, I
Yeah.
mean, when you think about country music,
Yeah.
Reba.
Yeah.
And then
Everyone's right
fifth,
up there. Yeah.
you think about Reba, her voice is so unique. And when you hear it on a song on the radio, you know that's Reba. And the last one for me is Garth Brooks, just because, he'll take a cowboy hat off and boots and he'll be catching the subway in New York. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just cool. And just saying anything. So that's what I would say.
Okay. So what would be your dream collaborations and why? Like that you believe that would fit your style?
I definitely would probably choose between Gwen Stefani or, let's see, Maroon 5. I mean, because both of them are just,
Yeah.
infused. They just, I mean, great, just great when I think about that type of genre of music. So that's why I would like to collaborate with.
Okay. So you recently came out with a new single. Could you tell us about that single?
Sure. It's When I Think About You. I wrote that song based off of a celebrity crush that I'm not going to tell who it was. And you just, thinking about that person and who that person's with and what they would be doing if you were with them. And it took me about an hour to write it. And I
Yeah.
wrote it, and took it to the studio and recorded it.
So what are your thoughts on social media and artists using that as a tool in this modern time compared to how artists in the past used to get their music out there?
Goodness, I think that technology is amazing. And being an artist now, compared to back then, I mean, you really had to know someone to get in the door. Now you're able to kind of do everything yourself and create your fan base yourself, create, some type of buzz about you, and you're in control of it. And that's aspect I'm starting to learn because I'm starting getting into social media and everything,
Yeah.
and just seeing that you don't have to pay somebody to do it. You can do it yourself. So I love it.
So where could people get your music?
Yes, it's all on all of the streaming platforms. They can check me out on my Instagram, which is Analisa Carter _music. or you can look at my website, www.analisacarter.com. And I say Analisa is what the correct pronunciation of
Yeah,
my name is.
Analisa.
But in the South, people add an extra N and they call me Aunt Anna. So I'm like, you know what? That's fine. So either one I will answer to. So it's no
Yeah.
problem. But those are the places that you will find my music.
So, are there any lasting words you want to tell the audience about Analisa?
Just chase your dreams and just be you. Just keep going. And I hear a lot of people come to me and say, you know, you're doing great, and inspiration. So I try to say, you know, keep looking for inspiration, because you never know when you inspire someone else.
Hey everyone watching Worldwide Entertainment TV. This is Ashley. Let us know your thoughts below and hit that notification bell after subscribing. Visit WWETVN.com to check out this worldwide exclusive.